Tris. This has been such a long road, and it all leads up to this. Dog looking for that elusive third victory. Meme looking for the first.
Dog has found himself in this position 3 times prior. Meme getting here for the second time for the second year in a row.
That's right.
They are both walking away with trophies, but one of them will be gold and the other will be silver. It's just a matter of decide who deserves what.
And look at this, 2 stacks of basically very similar situation here.
Yeah, 92% on both sides, so really just the same amount of burns.
For both of these players right now, you have to imagine very, very nervous. The nerves have got to battle through that, but as I mentioned before, I do think that, that is one of Dog's biggest strengths, is that he always seems to be calm and collected.
For sure, and right now both players off to a pretty good start here. Dog and Meme, identical Tetris scoring frequencies, but Meme with a slight advantage.
Tetris for Dog, and some curious formations there for Meme that she's gonna have to clear off. So that could allow Dog to get that advantage back.
And you guys at home can probably tell we are having a boom off over here at CDWC.
Yeah, making my role here a little less important. Thank you, audience. Boom Tetris for all of you.
So far, we're separated by half a single. So it is definitely a contested open to start this.
Yeah, with both players, showing how aggressive they could be on the road here. That is continuing here in Grand Finals.
Crowd definitely getting into it and backing their favorite players. But right now, it's still just neck and neck, separated by that same amount.
Yeah, they've really trained themselves to become as aggressive as possible here. I've seen nothing like it. Players not giving an inch.
Oh, beautiful little micro adjustment right there for Dog. Oh, and again, Dog with a couple of really clever micro adjustments just to get proper placements for these pieces. You can see right now 90 versus 84.
Wow, that's all by Meme there.
Yeah, we were tied there for a second, but Dog's going to knock down a Tetris, taking the lead and can build up upon it.
Actually, that is perfect. Oh, what a solve.
Yeah, Meme had something cooking there and resulting in a clear play field.
And now there's the T-piece, beautiful for solving those jagged teeth scenarios. And I almost said boom as well, but clearly I don't need to.
Kind of a throwback to Portland where we had the little girl who would do that.
That's right.
And it reminds me of that. And anybody can boom the Tetrises if they so wish.
All Tetrises
Boom
are
Tetris for Meme.
all Tetrises are boomable.
Boom Tetris for Dog.
And it makes sense because this is a very old game, so we're all boomers here.
Whoa, I'm not a boomer. What are you talking about?
Uh-oh, a misdrop right there for Meme. But gonna be able to clean through that, no problem. But
That's one thing I love about Meme Solves. Has had, several of these misdrops in this game, but has also been able to fix them up incredibly efficient. I mean, the most burns that Meme has spent on any singular misdrop has been 9.
Yep, and there we go. Running into a little bit of a drought here. Both players going through it right now, still going. But should be over now.
Boom Tetris for Dog. And boom Tetris for Meme. Neck and neck we are, 100 lines in to this first round of a championship match.
Looking at a pair of a couple of 600K transitions if they're able to keep up this efficiency.
84% Tetris rate for Dog, 81% for Meme. So close here.
I mean, once again, having to take some more burns, and this has been why Dog has been able to hold on to the lead throughout the majority of the latter post-transition.
Yeah, and Meme hasn't even been burning that much, but just those few burns are starting to stack up.
3 more Tetrises, make that 2 available for for Dog, 1 more for Meme.
Sends Meme to level 19.
Yep, first transition, and now Dog 4 lines away from transitioning as well. There it is.
Yeah, 635. Quite the transition there.
Yeah, look at this. Both of them above a 75% Tetris rate. I remember back in the day when getting a 60% rate before transitioning was like considered amazing.
But yeah, the players have evolved and now really just pushing it into the 80s, being common towards 700% or 700,000 point transitions.
And boom, Tetris for Dog.
Still holding on to this slight, just under Tetris lead. Nice adjustment.
I like that, Sharky.
But so far, it's just been kind of back and forth where these Tetrises are being scored. Dog also slightly behind in line, so has a little bit of a pace advantage as well.
Yeah, just by 3. Will that matter? I mean, we've seen such close games here. Will there be a closer game than 77 points? And will Harry Hong have to say, see?
Yeah, so neck and neck right now. Although Meme is playing a little bit faster, so technically Dog is a little bit in the lead.
Look at 176 lines here.
Still, oh, Meme with a misdrop. Was unable to rotate that. She was trying to set up for the spin.
And Holes on the left side is able to bring down the stack, but that's going to cost a lot of burns.
Important thing is Meme is alive. But you got to pay for those shovels somehow, and it's definitely paying for it in the points that are going to be missed.
Yeah, and Dog still playing near perfect game here. Boom, Tetris for
But
Dog.
these pieces for Meme have been absolutely fantastic. Wow, a little bit.
Good adjustment by Dog right there. It's going to be Tetris ready, almost up to a 100,000 point lead, and there's the max level 25 for Dog.
Wow, incredibly aggressive and excellent stacking to facilitate it.
And pulling ahead of Meme right now. Meme, you see right there, has dropped to about 70%. Meanwhile, Dog, Tetris rate up to 80.
Yeah, it's just, that's like the first triple I've seen by Dog.
That was so nice.
Now Dog running into a set of burns here as well. And this might be the opportunity Meme needs to kind of close the gap.
Yeah, and closing in on level 29, wants to get the board back into shape.
Good burns over there for Dog. Meme now has maxed, only trailing by 60,000. Scratch that 29,000. Dog has cleaned up the board and is back in the scoring position. And 29 is about to approach. Once again, we'll increase the speed. Is going to get faster. It's going to get a lot more intense. Meme trying to withstand this drought.
Where is?
Takes the triple.
This is not where you want to be when you hit level 29.
Oh, but she had it ready to go. Locked
Just
and
in time.
loaded.
Just in time.
Now it's Dog's turn to withstand the drought. Able to take a double, holding out patiently. Takes the double, follows up with a Tetris into the lead. Hits the T-spin. And now just needs a piece over there to the left.
Gets it.
Now back to a more neutral board. 1,153,000, 1,192,000 as both players aiming to get their boards Tetris ready. Meme is set up, but guess what? There's another drought.
Gets the Tetris.
Finally done.
Couple misdrops from Dog.
But now Dog is going to also run into a drought very soon as well. There it is. There's this drought.
Good burns over here from Dog. Oh, that J piece is going to be perfect. Meme with a small misdrop, but has opened up the well. Goes for a skim, trying to keep things alive. Needs to get a piece over there to the left. Dog experiencing some troubles as well. Meme reopens up that left side, able to get the J piece all the way over. And hold on, O piece finds his mark too, but another misdrop. Opens up the well, and I piece would save things, and there's the Tetris for Meme.
1.2 to 1.3.
Staying alive, but built up her lead to a little bit over 3 Tetrises.
Dog answering back with that one.
Meme now able to stabilize the board. Potentially, yeah, just going to burn this all the way down. Dog looking for the J piece, finds the J piece. Tetris ready. There's the Tetris from Meme. Dog follows it up with a triple and a Tetris.
1.3 to 1.4.
Dog executing these tucks. There's a Tetris. Finds the T piece, hits the tuck. Set up for another one. Meme continuing to put on pressure, but so is Dog. However, Meme currently is in a small burn.
But only 1 point, only one Tetris lead now for
Dog
Meme.
aggressive.
There it is, Tetris for Dog. Meme has to hit this. Crucial 5-tap, but hold on to hang up the next piece. There's another Tetris, but now that left side has to be addressed, and we're on level 28 with only 6 lines to go left for Meme. One more Tetris could be found.
Dog, Tetris ready. Boom, Tetris for Dog.
Meme has to find a Tetris off of this somehow.
Dog still behind by a little bit.
Meme is set up for the Tetris. Needs the
Tetris for Dog.
eyepiece. Needs the eyepiece. There's the eyepiece. There's the Tetris.
Got one.
Dog needs to find it now. Can he find the eyepiece? Needs the eyepiece. Needs it.
Gets it. Tetris for Dog. The finish.
My God! It came down to the last piece again. How many times have we seen that this weekend? Dog with game number 1.
Down to the wire. That's how to get it done. Wow.
And that, fellas, was just game number 1.
Just the beginning of this.
All right, here we go. Everybody in
5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Tris.
Imagine playing that well and still falling just a little bit short because your opponent is also playing out of his mind.
Yeah, that is just pushing the limits. Clearly, players pushing each other to do amazing things here.
What a game one that was. And really a lot of that, the way it was so close was Meme had plenty of misdrops, but the way that she fixed them up, they were being fixed within 2, 4, maybe even 5 lines.
Yeah, what a sight to behold. Okay, Dog taking a triple there.
Dog having to do a little bit of a cleanup over here and actually gets the J. Yeah. But there we go. Essentially playing with an 8 column right now because of all the eyepieces stacked over there to the left.
Nice adjustment over there from Dog. And that actually is going to allow for the conversion of that Tetris.
Yeah, having it set up, the crystal ball. Definitely want to have that 4 high to get that Tetris from next time the long bar spawns, and Dog was ready for it.
Yeah, a lot of that too is anticipation as well. The players thinking to themselves, I might get a certain piece. And if you keep that piece in mind, as soon as you see it show up, you can have the proper reaction right away. A lot of it is also just instinct.
Yeah, I mean, Dog just really maximizing there. That was the least amount of material I've seen on the board in a while.
But as of right now, Meme's the one that's starting this game off with a stronger 18.
93% Tetris rate early on.
Yep, but it is still very early. All it's going to take is one misdrop or one bad RNG sequence, and Dog can catch up really quickly.
Meme kind of having an uneven board, wanting to fill in the left side, and does so. And boom, Tetris for Meme.
And also boom, Tetris for Dog. And Dog continuing some very clean play over here. Board is looking great here, but getting a little funky here, obviously, thanks to the drought. Oh,
yeah, Meme having to do some burns off the top.
Both
of them counter is continuing to grow. It's now starting to reach scary territory. Meme finding the right placements. Hold on, the drought keeps growing. What is this?
What is happening here?
Oh, it has to do with the flat.
Meme still trying to fight her way out of this.
That right side has to be brought down.
Okay, there we go.
And Dog, just masterful management of that drought, able to find one Tetris.
Yeah, Dog able to come out of that unscathed.
Oh, it was so scary, but again, This is why they are the pros, because they can survive that in such amazing fashion.
And it is so much harder than it looks, but me making it look easy.
I mean, that didn't look quite easy to me,
Yeah,
but
it actually looked pretty hard. And yet, still, it was harder than it looked. But we got a bit.
That is usually death for people, flying that high to the,
And now where's the eye bars? Because we're not getting anything for that
we
Vitz
just got
here.
out of a 44-piece drought. Now we're running into another drought. And
a little bit of a miscalculation. And now finally the eyepiece shows up, and a little too late.
Oh, me having to alternating burn shelf that.
Okay, nice. But Meme again, stuck at the top of her board trying to, okay, that's a great triple. That's a great triple for Meme. And good pieces right there.
And the Vitz is still alive, but isn't able to do it there.
very droughty seed here.
Yeah. Game's been really testing our players here with the RNG.
Yeah,
there it is. Finally, the Vitz.
Oh, the Vitz that was set up like so long ago.
And that's
Boom,
one
Tetris
and two Tetrises for Meme.
Boom, Tetris or dog.
But the high stack does mean that now Meme is about 10 lines ahead of Dog. But the Tetris rate, because of the fact that there were so many droughts while Meme was trying to clean out her stack, unfortunately, Dog never had an opportunity to get very many Tetrises himself. So they are still at pretty equal Tetris rates.
Yeah, pretty much neck and neck.
Comes another drought? What the? What the?
Yeah, this game so far, we've already been at 8 droughts. And this is a very scary situation for Meme. Wait, transitions in one line.
Oh, that is dangerous.
Hold on, Meme can still survive this. That's the perfect O piece. Well is open. Meme is going to live. And there's the Tetris.
And a fist pump as well. Look, whatever this seed number is, write it down and never use it again.
What a scary situation.
Oh, man.
Another small misshop over here from Meme.
I mean, they usually say your life flashes before your eyes when you're in trouble, but even when they were in trouble, I think my life flashed before my eyes there.
And now Meme reliant on another eyepiece, which this game, that's not necessarily the best piece to be relying on. But finally finds the eyepiece, fills in that center world dependency.
Finally, Dog pulls away by one Tetris here in the lead now.
And is also behind in lines because Meme was being forced to burn so many lines while stacked up so high.
Yep, so that means that Dog does have a significant lead, bigger than what we're actually seeing on the actual scores right now.
Okay, now both players clean.
There it is, Tetris for Meme and Tetris for Dog.
A little bit of a misdrop right there. Not going to be a problem. Setting up necessarily now needs an eyepiece over there.
Yeah, gets the right pieces to resolve that. And could use
has
a couple of long bars.
Double eyepiece dependency. And again, we have another drought, but it was only 15 pieces, fortunately.
But good solve so far.
Stack's starting to get
Meme
high.
needs this eyepiece, and we're in another drought.
Is the eye
But there it is.
And a dirty
dirty.
Tetris.
Dog looking for a piece to tuck underneath. Preferably a piece to burn to get Tetris ready, and no, it's not going to find it. So it's going to be spending some time getting the board back into a scoring position.
Yeah, so in that little sequence right there, Dog started with about 10% lead in Tetris rate and ends with only a 10% lead. So Meme having to clean up that stack over there hasn't hurt her too much, but she is still behind, although catching up now because Dog is still cleaning.
And a lot of rough pieces for both of these players here. Meme in a much more workable position as Dog is now having to go for a good chunk of burns.
Yeah, but keeps dropping a piece on top of that column 4 hole. Okay, that's good. Perfectly solved right there. Gonna get through there now. Has to deal with column 6.
Dog finally dug back
Ooh,
down.
a misdrop for Meme. And hold on, we're closing in on 29.
Yeah, it's going to get dangerous real soon.
All right, Meme with only 2 lines to go. Able to get crucial pieces over to the left. Goes into 29 at 900,000. Dog still at level 27.
So yeah, with still some lines to give before 29, Dog can really maximize this.
Good flat burn over there for Dog. Meme has not yet been in a scoring position on 29, but now level 30 is prepared to start scoring Tetrises.
There he is. Boom, Tetris for Meme. And Tetris for Dog, but Dog is going to transition on this next Tetris. There we go.
950 transition into 29 as Meme has been scoring Tetrises, and now Dog's trying to get set up for his first Tetris here on post kill screen.
Right now.
Boom, Tetris for Dog.
And boom, Tetris for Meme. But Dog, again, still barely ahead in that Tetris rate. But if they both make it to 39 again and maintain this Tetris
Dog's
rate.
pace is got the advantage here.
Ooh, Dog with a small misdrop. Oh my gosh, what? Able to execute that maneuver on that T-piece. That's going to actually help save the board.
Wow. Wow.
What survival.
Good burns over here from Dog. Immaculate burns. Pristine.
I mean, all I can say is wow. It's so crazy. Oh my goodness. And that L-piece burn there was also brilliant. Ready. Oh.
Wow, boom Tetris for both here.
But they have basically same Tetris rates. It might come down to the end again.
Yeah, they're going to have to play this out.
Very end.
Yes, it's up to Meme. Meme has to put up a score for Dog to surpass.
Meme being 2 levels ahead.
But Meme actually with a higher Tetris rate now, but just barely. Might not be enough depending on the
Oh, trouble for Meme.
Neither player can give an inch here.
Okay, down stacking effort is working out for Meme. The well is now open. 2 more
Last
Tetrises
level.
is left. Never mind, only 1 Tetris left for Meme. And Dog knocks down a Tetris, down by 139,000. Set up for another one, knocks not quite.
And
Meme
maximizes
gets another Tetris, trying to get some extra
39.
lines on the super kill screen. Dog has 3 Tetrises that he needs to get. He's set up for 1.
Needs 1559.
There's a Tetris, needs
There's
2
one.
more.
2 more Tetrises, and he's got a lot of lines for that. He's got 12 lines.
This is starting to look a little bit sketchy. He opens up, there's the Tetris.
Another
152, one
Just
more will
needs
do it.
One more, but
That left side though, that left side.
okay.
He has only, wait, no more burns. He's out of burns. He needs
You're
2
right.
eyepieces.
You're right. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Meme now. Meme with game number 2 and the same kind of ending that we had in the previous game, just coming down to the super kill screen.
The margin for error in those games is insane.
This is the kind of NES Tetris we are playing in 2026 here at the Classic Tetris World Championship.
Yeah, we are 1-1. What a showdown.
Game number 3. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris!
So that last game was the 5th highest losing score in CTWC history. Records being broken and met, and it's just crazy today.
And you know what? You have to think about how this affects the strategy that these players are using. They cannot give an inch. They have to maximize every piece, get as many lines as they can, get as many Tetrises as they can, because, sometimes playing almost perfect isn't good enough.
Yeah, just, it's not even a margin of error, it's a margin of perfection now.
Uh-oh. No one's pushed down yet. No one's pushed down, so we've still got tie score here.
I like the setup for the dirty Tetris by Dog there, trying to maximize that.
All right, so Dog having to do some burns first. Meme still holding on to that 100% Tetris ratio. But again, still early, so things are gonna change very quickly as soon as there's a drought or just a really unfriendly RNG sequence.
So far, no burns have been forced on Meme's side just yet. Nice overhang. Accommodates that T perfectly.
Now looking for potentially an O piece. No, that's a little bit too late. But oh, and actually just got the J piece, but she had already decided to burn it. So gonna have a little bit of an awkward build here. It's not gonna be the end of the world, obviously, but nice triple. Got a triple out of that situation.
Yeah, still built up a little bit high. Holes in the stack.
All right, and needs another eye piece. Oh, every single time Meme has decided not to chase a piece, it is the exact piece that shows up right afterwards. Meanwhile, Dog is just calm, having a nice clean build here.
Has been able to take just around a 1.5 to 2.5 Tetris lead, as Meme finally has brought the board back down to a much more consistent scoring position.
Yeah. Okay, good flat burn on that eye piece. It's going to help bring her into Tetris scoring position again. But now, are we just going to run into another drought? No, there we go. Boom, Tetris for Meme. And how is she going to handle that? Is she going to try to get in there? Okay. She's going to go for the road 2 Tetrises now.
Yep. Trying to maintain some efficiency there.
But
But Dog,
is
gaining on the Tetris rate.
Where is the J? There it is.
A couple of very tricky pieces there, but Meme's able to make the best of them.
Nice.
Yep, can reset the playfield with that.
Dog looking for a T piece, finds it,
Gets it.
hits the T spin.
Yep, and you can see right now all of that down stacking from Meme. Dog sitting on 84% while she's at 60% right now. She's been playing, I mean, they've both been playing very close to each other this whole entire set so far in the 2 games. But right now, this is the first time where I feel like one player has a distinct lead this early.
Yeah, Dog behind in lines and having a 3 Tetris advantage right now.
451,000 for Dog here at 93 lines. 400,000 for Meme at 96. So both players on track for a 600K transition. Dogs is in the higher 600K transition territory.
Boom, Tetris for Dog.
Ooh, interesting. Oh, nice little burn there set up for Meme, and boom, Tetris for Meme.
Yeah, Meme seems to have recovered and is playing super clean right now, getting some of that Tetris rate back.
Dog has generated just a tiny degree of separation, but by just over 2 Tetrises.
Yeah, now we're seeing just, professional level stacking here. This is how you need to play at the highest level in order to stay competitive with another player that can play that perfectly.
Yeah, and it's always the fact that these pieces, as soon as they touch down, they lock. You cannot move it very far. Makes it so much trickier to deal with building these stacks. And right now, Meme. Oh,
Nice
nice.
spine spin.
Good double J piece as well.
Yeah, and sets up a beautiful little overhang there, which can be solved by a lot of different combinations. None of which she is getting the pieces for right now.
And looks like Dog will transition on the next line clear. Meme transitions at 5:45. Dog, on the other hand, will transition at 6:17.
Yeah, but the transition situation for Meme is not very clean here.
Yeah, you could see Meme was using was trying to fill in the left side to prepare for this.
Oh man, it's always hard to react to the double eyepiece back to back because you don't want to stick it in those 2 wide columns unless you know you're getting 2 eyepieces in a row.
Dog up to a 4 Tetris lead for a moment there.
Yeah, he has such a clean rate right now at 79%, Meme at 63%. So Meme, I mean, I'm going to say Meme has to play aggressive, but I don't think either of these players are never not playing aggressive.
Yeah, no, they know what's on the table here, and so much is at stake. and they know how hard they have to play, you know, in terms of aggression to maintain the perfection required.
A lot of good placements executed over here by Dog, and with Meme having to take a couple of burns, even though they're not necessarily the most costly of burn sequences, this is going to allow Dog to increase the lead even more.
Yeah, they're adding up.
There's Tetris for Meme, now up to 725, Dog at 785. A clean board as well.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, at this point right here, if you're Meme, you're just playing to keep as consistent as possible and maybe hoping for an early top out for Dog, or at least just a misdrop that'll force him to start having to clean a little bit, because as we mentioned, the higher the level you're at, the more the Tetris scores. So if they have to clean at higher levels while you're slamming down Tetrises, you can actually make that comeback.
Yeah, but it looks like Dog continuing to keep the pressure on Meme. As soon as Meme scores a Tetris, Dog answers back in kind.
939. Max out coming soon.
There is another Tetris for Dog.
One more for a max out. Tucks the T, Tetris ready. Having
Still
to wait.
waiting.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we're in a developing drought here.
Boom, Tetris for Dog, max out.
And look at this drought for Meme right now.
Boom,
Yeah.
Tetris for Meme, 991.
Which means that's going to be a drought that Dog is going through right now as well. And so Dog, I think, having heard that or knows that, you know, Meme went through a drought, playing a little bit safer.
Okay, Meme on the verge of hitting level 29. Stacking up a little high.
Yeah, 29 is right around the corner, but that Tetris is going to bring the stack down a lot safer.
How aggressive is this going to be going into 29?
I mean, it's going to have to be as aggressive
There
as
you
possible here. Meme now at the kill screen speed. Wow, what a placement of that eyepiece there. Uh-oh.
Couple of misdrops.
That Vit's in there.
Dog with a Tetris into kill screen.
Dog goes into
Where's
with the lead.
Eyepiece? Needs an eyepiece.
Finds that eyepiece.
Okay.
And gets another one all the way over to the right. Dog now with a 47,000 point lead. Also eyepiece dependent, but converts out of it with some very clever burns.
And look at this, Meme burning all the way back down. What a play right there. And now back to a neutral board, but again, 60% Tetris rate. Dog at 68%.
And Dog now Tetris ready as well. Looking for the right pieces. Liking the burns. There it is, Tetris for Dog. And Meme with a fatal hang, and that's going to be a top
can
out.
survive that.
Just out
Dog
of nowhere.
taking the third round.
And now, Dog, one game away. He needs a third game to get a third title. And as I said, the one thing that I notice about Dog, whenever he plays, he just looks like the nerves of steel. He does not get shaken.
Game number 4. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Tetris.
You might have pre-fired that hype a little bit.
So we've seen what these players are capable of, playing so aggressively and so perfectly, not giving each other an inch. Where will this lead? How will this end? We're about to find out.
Meme starting out with 100% Tetris rate. Very common this early in the game, obviously. Just only 12 lines so far.
Of course, seen them minimizing
on.
burns.
We've seen so many deciders happen on this stage. And Meme is definitely looking to add one final decider to that list.
Yeah, both of these players just that victory, you know, been up on the stage for a grand finals and then not able to clinch the victory the last time they were here. So they're both hungry for it. Meme for the first and Dog trying to get that third.
To start the game though, Meme with a little bit of a higher efficiency. The Dog ended up running into a minor slowdown, but of course this is just like the first 30 or so lines.
Yeah, Dog back into shape here. Getting the long bar, setting up a tuck. Boom, Tetris for Dog.
Dog's just waiting for a T-piece, or at least, oh, not gonna go for the single. Z right there, the Z-spin, interesting. Okay. Boom, Tetris for Dog.
And Meme just one long bar away from another Tetris. There it is. Boom, Tetris for Meme. 100% Tetris rate maintained.
Just want to mention as well, Ether Melt with a $200 donation. Hoping for a mythical 2 million competition game. Ronald Clifford with a $100 donation. We're at $13,390 here. That's a good chunk of change.
And we're
Meme really trying to avoid taking any burns and has managed to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Meme's still working on that 100%.
Perfection in action here. Boom, Tetris for Meme.
$286 for Dog, $364 for Meme.
Meme continuing.
68 lines in, still with a perfect Tetris rate.
There's another one.
So right now you can see a 3.5 Tetris lead for Meme.
Yeah, it's
Still
getting
going.
there. Oh, it's gonna take 2 long bars to get another Tetris. There's one.
Now, if you're Meme, you don't want to get caught up in this 100% Tetris rate here.
Comes in time. Boom, Tetris for Meme.
Yeah,
Ah,
and-
there's the burn.
Not going to be able to do it, that O piece. But yeah, a round of applause right there. 80 lines of
Pure Tetrises. More Tetris than you can handle.
Yeah, it's not like Dog is having a bad game either. This would be generally pretty good. I mean, this is 650K transition pace,
Yeah.
but Meme is on track for a 734.
Yeah, Meme with this level of aggression, leaving no chance.
I know, 80% Tetris rate for Dog, and he is down by 3.5 Tetrises. That is insane. I feel like I've definitely been using that word a lot this weekend. Insane.
I would definitely say that is pretty ludicrous.
I am flabbergasted.
I'm gobsmacked. 517 for Dog, 574 for Meme, and we still have around 20 lines to go.
With this level of perfection, you know, if you want to force a decider, leave nothing on the table, and that table is so clean, this game from Meme.
But Dog, I mean, at 83% as well. Yeah, Meme having to do a little bit of cleaning because we're in the middle of a drought there, but drought ended. But at this point in time, Dog now going to be going through the same drought.
Board's in good shape, though. Boom, Tetris for Dog.
Around 3 Tetrises left available for Dog. Meme with 1 to go. And actually,
Meme now with an L requirement here.
L or an I, and
Oh, has to cover it up before transition.
that can be a dirty Tetris, though. However, we are in the midst of a drought. There's an eyepiece. There's the dirty Tetris. And a couple burn lines. Meme is back into scoring position. However, Dog is going to also answer back with a 6:15 transition.
Yeah, and like I said, Dog has just been playing so cleanly and so consistently. You see 77% Tetris rate.
Nice adjustment.
After all that from Meme, oh God, another drought here. She's at 86%. So yeah, still definitely has a significant lead over Dog. But
You know what happens in the level 19 speeds? Dog becomes unleashed.
and any little thing can change the momentum of this match.
Boom, Tetris for dog.
Of course, Meme also slightly ahead in lines, just been stacking a little bit higher in the 18 portion.
Right.
So some of that lead can evaporate just because Dog is playing from behind. But of course, he has to get to those levels in order to realize that scoring potential.
And the way that Dog plays is just so, like I said, calm and patient. It almost feels like if when you're playing against him, it's like one of those horror movie monsters that just keeps coming at you. Never can stop looking behind you.
Ooh, good set of burns over there for Dog. Way to deal with that mishap and the adjustment right there too. It's been great placements for Dog, but Meme's score differential is being really carried by that efficiency from level 18.
Meme continuing the aggression, playing as perfect as possible. 84% Tetris rate. 991.
Looking at and there it is, max out. Mid 25 for Meme. Dog, on the other hand, looking like a 26 max out is more likely in the cards.
Good movement, clean board from Dog. Boom, Tetris for Dog, 954. Catching up a little bit.
Having to build a little bit of a spire right there is Meme.
There it is, Tetris for Dog.
Beautiful burns for Meme right there.
1.1 in level
Max out
27
for
for Meme.
Yeah, I mean, as patient and calm as I always say Dog remains, he does need to turn on the aggression, I feel like, a little bit, or just, you know, kind of hope for Meme to get a misdrop.
Yeah, playing from behind might be a slight advantage here, especially if Meme has a score advantage, but might be ahead in lines.
There is another Tetris for Dog. Meme about to go into the level 29 transition. This could be the last 29 we see, or it can be one of two. But it's up to Meme to continue to put up a good game. There it is, 29. Goes in with 1,269,000. Dog with the 1.1.
Okay, it's going to come a matter of survival and aggression here.
All right, Dog goes in with 1,141,000 and already set up for a Tetris and fires off one. Meme knocks down a Tetris. Dog with the skim. Tetris ready. Good stacking so far. Good burns.
Nice. Boom, Tetris for Dog.
Set up for another one. Meme gets the Tetris. So does Dog.
Yeah, both of these players playing with such a clean board at this speed.
But hold on, Meme's now in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
Needs to get access to this hole in column 4. There's one burn, another one, needs the J piece now, finds the J, opens up the well, Tetris ready, but the I piece, there it is, comes just in time, and Dog's on the verge of a top out!
Oh my goodness, Dog with an early top out, and so Meme, yeah, I feel like that was a little bit of Dog feeling like he did have to play more aggressive, and, you know, maybe finally the first sign of him. Yeah, the first sign of Dog right here, maybe falling a little bit under pressure. Guys, you know what we've got?
Oh, yeah.
We've got a decider. It is now down to 1 out of 1 here in the grand finals. Are we gonna get our second 3-time champion, or is Meme gonna get her first CTWC championship?
This has been such a long road, and yeah, this going the distance.
It's coming down to one single game.
And the crowd's into it. Our audience getting what they want. Everything going the distance here.
Is everyone ready for the final game of CTWC 2026? All right, let's go ahead and get them counted down. Here we go in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris!
for those in the audience here, and if you want Dog to win, make some noise! And if you're in the audience and you want Meme to win, make some noise!
Boom Tetris for Dog.
Meme having to do a little bit of burning here early on.
Yeah, Dog with a 100% Tetris rate this time. Looking to flip the script here, get the momentum back. And boom, Tetris for Meme. Back and forth they go.
The boomers are back in the building here.
Very calm play. Neither player really in any trouble to start. However, we are walking into a drought.
Yeah, Meme having to do a triple off the top there into a double.
Nice spin over there for Dog. Holding on to a slight advantage.
We can hear you!
Tetris for Dog.
Both players just very clean stacks. And looks like we're running into another drought.
Yep, we're both running into the same drought here.
Really great stacking here by both players, showing what they're capable of.
Neck and neck here between the players. You can see only 1,900 points separating them.
Boom, Tetris for Dog. We are neck and neck. Because both players have really been pushing the aggression here. They know what it takes.
Yeah, every time one player is scoring a Tetris, the other player gets one as well because they are playing at the exact same pace right now. Exact same pace.
Still just consecutive Tetrises being scored.
Spin there for Dog, keeping the playfield clean.
Meme at the last second, they're deciding to perform a little bit of a clean. And actually, that was a very, very, very nice decision by Meme right there. She could have tried to chase that long bar,
It's got to go dirty
but
here.
it wouldn't have
possibly.
been, it would have hurt her. So even though she created that little gap over there, it's worked out for her very well.
But this is the opportunity that
jeez.
Dog needs. Look at that S-burst. Dog with the clean board is going to be able to take advantage.
Yeah, Meme now with a jagged board and a left well, having to build up high on the right. He's going to have to do some digging now. And a drought.
Drought, and there's various holes within the stack.
But the drought actually, I think, favors Meme right now because she is trying to dig through.
It would favor Meme if there wasn't an eyepiece dependency, but there it is, a dirty Tetris for Meme. However, Dog is going to answer back in kind.
And yeah, Dog with a 2 Tetris lead now.
Meme is not getting the Z piece now.
Still jagging, some clearing to do. It's not going to even be a Tetris with that long bar.
Yeah, it's just a triple right there, but she's going to get the board down, but her Tetris rate now plummeting to 64%. She does have a dirty setup.
Yeah, brilliant dirty there. Meme really, even in the face of having a jagged board and all of those burns, is able to get the dirty like that.
Oh, that was such a beautiful burn. Putting that J-piece face down. And now with a clean board, but as you can see right there, the Tetris rate down to 61%. Dog with the 81% Tetris rate. But remember, we did see an early top out for Dog in the last game. However, this game with this lead, he's not going to have the same kind of pressure.
And Dog's been playing it very respectable, not going for anything that is super aggressive, just strong fundamental Tetris.
Yeah, but has enough of a lead where it doesn't matter. We are one Tetris away from transition here.
All right, both players in the transition. Dog with a 625, Meme with a 528.
So yeah, the lead has grown. Dog in a much more comfortable position here. Doesn't have the pressure of the last game.
Meme continuing to answer with Tetrises and Dog just matching her. Good S-flat over there from Dog. Tetris ready now.
Yeah, players both have been out of trouble for a while now, so they're getting to score.
Beautiful split double over there from Dog. I love that.
Clean.
What a play.
Nice adjustment.
And if Dog just continues to play at this pace right now, he's going to be able to just outlast Meme.
Ooh, hold on, couple of tricky pieces over here for Dog, though. So waiting on the next I-piece, and then is going to have to deal with these various holes in the stack.
And he's just going to go, I mean, is he? Okay, yeah, cleaning out. I almost thought he was going to go for like a row 4 Tetris, but at this speed, at 19 speed.
Meme also, hold on, having to do some burning here. This could get dangerous. There is no more second chances. This is the last game. I-piece dependency filled in column 3. A couple of burns being skimmed off over here on the right. Pieces need to get over there to the left.
That left side.
Piece finds his mark. Still not out of it yet, but now a lot more workable.
LJ dependent. Holes in the stack forming.
Good flat burns. Meme's looking for that J piece, finds the J piece, goes in, burns another single.
Looking like type B, but Meme can get through it.
Staying alive. LRJ, the J is found. Nice burns. Look at this down stacking effort. Gets the eyepiece all the way over to the left. Opens up the well.
Nice
Tetris
dig.
ready. But hold on, covers up the well.
It's okay.
And now things are getting complicated once again.
Yeah, putting weight on top of the well now. That's going to be a lot of burns.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Meme just has to survive this, but it's a lot less complex of a down stack. Meme just needs this J piece, finds the I piece, opens up the well, setting up for the Tetris,
There we
takes
go.
the triple, waiting on this I piece yet again. And there it is, Tetris for Meme.
But yeah, Dog with a 3.5 Tetris lead. It's in a good place to be going into level 29 when it happens.
Yeah, this kill screen play is going to be so crucial for both players here. Dog just has to maintain this lead, but Meme, I feel like right now she has to play survival and hope for a potentially earlier top out.
We are closing in on that level
High
29
up on the
transition.
board.
And with only 5 lines to go and another drought. Okay, finds the I piece, goes in at
Got some holes at the
935.
board. Okay.
And is able to bring it down.
Oh, beautiful down stacking right there. Look
Dog
at that.
set up for a Tetris. Couple misdrops for Meme, but Dog gonna go in at 1,091,000.
So Dog just needs to stay alive now with that kind of lead.
Meme,
Meme having to do some clears in order to get back down to the bottom.
yes, good down stacking. Perfect O in the center, and Meme is back down to the bottom, and so is Dog. Or hold on, misdrop from Dog. Able to throw a piece all the way over to the right. Now he has to burn this down. This is starting to look complicated, starting to look dangerous. Dog needs to get that over. He does! Good flat burns. Staying alive. Meme now able to start scoring Tetrises, start to chase down that active deficit as Dog is fighting for survival.
Especially as Dog is trying to do some cleaning right here. This is an
Hits
opportunity.
the T-spin!
Oh, wow.
Hits
And
another one!
Back-to-back T-spins.
And Dog is down at the bottom of the board.
Nice.
Yeah, he's not going to go for that left side well. He wants to go back to the right side. Actually, just trying to play a little bit safe, but it's only a 2.5 Tetris lead. Now, only down to a 1.5.
But also, Dog is behind by a level, so
Yes,
he does
you're
have
right.
more room to work with. But hold on, a little
Gotta
bit
stay
tricky
alive.
here. That's going to be a
Triple.
triple.
Okay.
Meme.
Memes now set up, has brought the lead down to just a Tetris and a half. Set up for another Tetris. There's a Tetris for Meme. Now down by only half a Tetris. Now in the lead.
But again, look at, she is over 10 lines ahead.
Yeah, Dog's gonna take that lead right back.
Dog.
Meme needs this eyepiece, finds it. There's the Tetris for Meme. Dog answers back. He's not giving up this lead. He's fighting for it, but Meme wants it more.
Nice stacking by Dog.
Looking for pieces to burn it up. All right, it's open. Meme's now in trouble. She does have to leave it at the moment.
Oh,
Dog's
no,
getting up high.
that's fatal.
Wait, Dog finds the Tetris. And
Dog, your champion, 3-time world champion is Dog.
Dog pulling it off, getting the 3rd championship, now the 2nd most winningest CTWC player in history.
he's finally got it. The one in-person CTWC win. He's got the 2 online.
That's right.
And now he's got the 1 in person.
I am with our finalist, Meme, back-to-back years on a tremendous run. This has been quite a day. It's been a long day, right? But certainly you just were continuing to go. Why don't you kind of give us your thoughts right now on your fantastic finish here with Dog?
Yeah, that was such a fun finals. Like, honestly, even better than last year's. Like, no shade to Alex T. Alex T is still like the legend, but like, I just feel so happy to be at the finals again. Didn't expect I would really make it that far again, because there's so much talent, a lot of new talent, especially in the last year. So it feels so good to be on top again.
No, certainly. I think you've proven that you're one of the best in the world. Definitely number 2 today, right? You know, kind of talk us through. You've been to a lot of these regionals, right? Being able to hone your craft, and obviously we know you got the record 2 million score live at a competition. Kind of over this last year's journey since the last finals, what has really improved for you, and what have you learned from that whole entire experience?
I think a lot of what makes me play great is just having the confidence especially on level 29. Like, that's sort of like a big factor for me, and I managed to pull through almost to the very end. But like, I think something that I've definitely improved a lot on, especially today, is just being confident, being just like knowing how good I can play, and just letting myself just sort of ride the skill, I guess. I don't know. There's some phrase for that.
Probably somewhere. We'll get a dictionary out to look for it later. But really, you know, truly, the other part of going to these regionals is about the community, right? I know you and I talked about that last year, how much the community meant to you, and how really just grabbing your own group and you know, creating something that you felt like you belong, right? Has your community expanded since then, since the finals of last year?
I would like to give a special shout out to the people who play Smash Cards with me, which is like a lot of people. But like, you guys have been so supportive for the last year. Obviously, everyone that I've had the honor of meeting the last few years has just been I'm so grateful to have them. Like I said last year, didn't really grow up with a lot of friends, so it feels like I feel just so grateful that to have just so many people that I can turn to, so many people that sort of view me as that want me to be their friends. I think it's just I feel so guilty for it, but
Well, certainly there's a room full of everybody that's going to line up to want to be your friend. Trust me on that. Meme, wow, what a journey. Any final words to the crowd here before we present your trophy?
Thank you, Huff. That's it. And also, okay, and also very importantly, W Jockey Pulse. W Jockey Pulse.
W Jockey Pulse, indeed. Meme, congratulations on finishing in second place here once again at the World Championship. Collect your trophy. All right, and now the presentation you've all been waiting for, the 3 three-time Classic Tetris World Champion. Come on down. Mr. G.O.D. is the dog. Dog. It finally happened. It finally happened live here in Pasadena, California. You know, it's been a very long day, as I mentioned before. You've had to battle it out. Your side of the bracket was extremely difficult. Obviously, the Alex T match included. Can you describe the day as a whole, overall, and obviously the match with Meme?
Yeah, I mean, I am honestly just in complete disbelief at what just happened. Honestly, I was going into this tournament with the intention of it being my last. It just like Tetris for like a while now. Like it's kind of something that is a bit difficult, even though I'm I'm like decently successful, but still, there's always like some amount of like just like the mental game is like difficult, and so I wanted this one to be my last whenever I went into it, and I had absolutely no expectations on myself, genuinely. I just have got off of getting absolutely destroyed by Eyeball and Mega Masters in a pretty horrendous fashion. So I just went into this one thinking, you know what, I want this to be my last, so I'll just give it all I have.
Yeah. And certainly, if this really is the last one for you, you're going out on top as the champion. You know, Doug, perfect segue into that. You've grown up in this community, right? We know you 13 years old as the champion back in 2020 when you've won your first one. Now you've seen the growth of the community, and we're getting younger and younger in that regard. You got to play Zro in round one. How surreal was it that, you know, you see someone that was kind of like in your shoes at that moment, and, you know, what do you think the future holds for individuals like him?
It's just funny how it works. Like, I remember seeing Zero for the first time in Jonas Cup, like I think 2 years ago, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he looks the same. But like, yeah, I saw him there, and like, you would never expect to play him in the top 32 of gold bracket CTWC, and him like genuinely put up a good fight, almost took a game off me. And like, yeah, I really genuinely had to work for that. So it's honestly so crazy to see players like Zero come up. Well, I would honestly say he's a bit of an anomaly. We don't have anyone who's like quite as young, but yeah, it's absolutely crazy, and it's just crazy how this entire bracket went.
No, certainly the bracket was pretty insane. Are you satisfied with the direction that we've gone in with the new qualifying system? Did it feel like that the seeding really did get placed properly, and that the matchups were what they should have been?
Yeah, I think some people are going to see that Seed 5-1 and say that it's a bad format. But realistically, I mean, I really like it because not only is it 1 hour and 30 minutes, which is a lot less than 2 hours, like in the grand scheme, it really is. I just really like the format. It reflects the way you play in competitive. It's just good. But I mean, yeah, I think this tournament felt a lot different in 2025, and in a good way.
Absolutely. You know, Doug, if this really is the last one, now you've gotten the J Trophy here live in Pasadena. Can you give us your full thoughts on what it really means to you to now, you know, join Jonas as the only ones that have won the title 3 times?
This is my 7th CTWC, and it's kind of crazy to think that that's been 7 already. And that was one of the reasons that like motivated me to kind of like quit basically after this, just because it's been so long and I wanted something new. But it's absolutely an honor to join Jonas and the first 3-time champion. I'm still in disbelief, genuinely, because I just didn't expect this at all. Like, I'm not like Alex T here where I had full confidence. I knew I was gonna win the entire time. I mean, I was just playing. I don't know, just kind of loose, especially after going 0-2 down to Sidnev. I had so much tension, and I was 0-2 down, and honestly in my head, obviously I didn't think I was already lost, But I was like, okay, well, I'm 0-2 down. I need to do something crazy here. And so I kind of just let loose and did whatever, and it ended up working, and it ended up panning out for the day.
Sometimes those things do happen, and it works out in mysterious ways. You know, Dog, can we get your final thoughts before we give you the presentation of the trophy?
Yeah, so like CTFP 2027, like I will definitely probably be there. Definitely probably. So yeah. I might not play tournaments for a while because I just kind of need to like chill out, but yeah, it's honestly, it's the greatest way that I could have taken a break, to be honest. It feels incredible.
No, and we appreciate it. Dog, you are honestly one of the greats, and you solidified that today. We're about to present you with a trophy, but first I'd like to do something special here. I'd like to have Dog's family come on up and present the trophy to him. So Grubzilla, Pixel Andy, and Mom, come on up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 2026 Classic Tetris World Champion, 3 times Dog! Get the full extended family. Get the full extended family.